Good morning students. In this lecture we will discuss about the food chain, types of food chain and the value of food chain. As I have mentioned here that the food chain is a basic unit of an ecosystem. So first we would like to understand this statement, why it's called the basic unit of an ecosystem. As we have already studied in previous lecture that the ecosystems have the two types like natural and the artificial ecosystem, and that in that lecture I have mentioned that the one distinguish between these two ecosystems the present and absent of food chain. So food chain, the presence of food chain is indicates the natural ecosystem, and the absence of food chain is the artificial. Is absence of indicates is known as an artificial ecosystem. So that's why we can say the presence of food chain in an ecosystem which indicates the health of any ecosystem. In this way we can define the food chain like the food chain of any ecosystem is a pattern of eating and being eaten. We know that the all green plants they produce their food on, and that's why it's called the autotrophs. And the plants through photosynthesis they convert the sun energy into a food, and this food is stored into the plants, and this food is consumed by the primary, secondary and respectively tertiary consumers. So the pattern of eating and being eaten is known as a food chain. Here in this slide you can see the producers are consumed by the primary consumers. Similarly, these primary consumers are consumed by the secondary consumers, and similarly these secondary consumers are consumed by the tertiary consumers. So this study, the pattern study, is known as the food chain. Food chain is a basic unit of an ecosystem because the existing of food chain which indicate the natural ecosystems are surviving. So if we lose the food chains, obviously this natural ecosystem is converted into the artificial ecosystem. So in other words we can say if we want to survive this nature for the long term, obviously we have to maintain the food chain. Next we will discuss about the types of food chains. The types of food chain you can see here that the food chain can be divided into two types, like the grazing food chain and the detritus food chain. So grazing food chains, all the terrestrial and the aquatic ecosystems which indicate their own food chains, it comes under the grazing food chain. And the detritus food chains is generally found a unique types of habitat, and this habitat a unique types of food chains are present, and this study is known as a detritus food chain. So we will try to understand separately. Here you can see the grazing food chain is originated always from the green plants, and these plants are consumed by the primary, secondary and tertiary respectively consumers respectively. So in all the ecosystems, it may be terrestrial and it may be aquatic, all the food chains will start from the green plants, and these are consumed by the primary, secondary, tertiary consumers. So this study is known as the grazing food chain. Here you can see for this example you can understand that here is a grass, here is a grass, and this grass, here is a grass, and this grass is consumed by the rabbit, and rabbit is consumed by the fox, and fox generally consumed by the other carnivorous animals. Here I have mentioned the lion. So here you can see that the arrow is indicating the food is or the energy is moving from grass to primary consumer, and primary to secondary, and secondary to tertiary consumers. So arrow always indicate from which things. Suppose here is a grass is consumed by the primary consumers. So if you design the flow chart of the food chain, and you mention you change the direction of this arrow, its meanings may be changed. So always draw the flow chart like this. So arrow will from epicenter will go to the second primary consumer from the producers. So always try to draw a flow chart like this. Now the grazing food chain is the terrestrial and the marine ecosystem. Here is a pictorial figure which indicates the two different food chain. The example of grazing food chain, you can see here like the grazing food chain. Here you can see this one is the terrestrial food chain. It also comes under the grazing food chain. Here you can see the here is a marine food chain. This one is also comes under the primary food chain. So always the primary food chains will always start from the plants. Here you can see these are the plant producers, and here you can see that this is the phytoplanktons. These are the floating plants which generally found in the aquatic ecosystem, maybe marine or in the freshwater ecosystem. So similarly, these are consumed by the primary herbivorous animals, and then the carnivores, secondary carnivorous animals, and again these are consumed by the snakes and other hawk also. So you can see the energy or the food is moving from producers to different consumers at the different trophic levels. Similarly here the phytoplanktons, these are the autotrophs, green plants, and their energy is moving, they are consumed by the zooplankton, carnivores animals, zooplanktons and the carnivore animals. So the food energy is transferring from phytoplankton to carnivores here. So these are the examples of grazing food chains. Similarly, the detritus food chains, I have earlier mentioned that the detritus food chain generally found in the specific special habitat which is introduced on earth. These are the estuarine ecosystem, or you can say the mangrove forest area. Mangrove forest area is create a unique habitat on earth, and this habitat has its own unique food chain which is called as a detritus food chain. So detritus food chain is also start from the producers, from the green plants, but the difference between the grazing and detritus food chain, it is start from the dead leaf, or you can say the dead matter. So dead matter generally the plants, they foliage their leaves on mudland, and these dead leaves are consumed by the different animals or the different trophic levels animals. So here you can see the mangrove in the mangrove forest area, the mangroves leaves, they fell down, the foliage leaves, and these leaves are consumed by the crabs, and these crabs are consumed by the molluscas, and molluscas are again consumed by the nematodes, insects, and the amphibians also. Similarly, in the grazing food chain, the primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers, the animal trophic level animals, are known as primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers. But here in the detritus food chains, these primary and secondary and tertiary consumers animals is known as detrivores. So in this food chain, like the crabs, molluscas, and amphibians, these animals, this category is animal, primary and secondary consumers animals of different trophic level is known as detrivores. Because after that, after this amphibians, these chain is going to the maybe a small carnivores or the top carnivores. They may be enter into the marine water or the freshwater ecosystem. So that's why these categories, crab to amphibians, is called as the detrivores. Now we will discuss on the significance of the food chains. Here you can see the food chain studies help to understand feeding relationship and the interaction between organisms of different trophic levels in ecosystem. Second significance of the food chain is the food chain also help to understand the flow of energy and the movement of toxic substances in ecosystem. And that's why, and with the second significance, we can also stop the pollution. If we are study on the pollution, and we have to stop the pollution and we would like to know the what trophic level are affected through the pollution. So the food chain is very much helpful to control the pollution and to save the life. So we will discuss in detail in the pollution chapter. So these are the main significance which is mentioned here, and the another significance of the food chain, like the presence of food chain or the healthy food chain, is also indicates like the healthy ecosystems. Now you can see here the detailed figure of the Tityrus food chain. So is the mangrove leaf. You can see again assume that the leaf foliage, the leaf is foliage here. So these are foliage leaf, and this one is consumed by this crab. You can see here. So here food chain, the primary consumer level, and these are again consumed by the molluscous family animals. So these leaves, again I am saying that the food chain is also start from the producers, and they are consuming by the primary and secondary consumers. So these are the different animals in different trophic levels. So the food is consumed by the primary and secondary consumers, or these consumers in Tityrus food chain is known as the Tityrus consumers. So these are the Dityrivores. So these consumers are the Dityrivores, and these Dityrivores are consumed by the small carnivores, and small carnivores are consumed by the large carnivores. So here you can see, you can easily distinguish between the grazing food chain and the Dityrus food chain. So thank you very much. If you have any query, you can directly call me and contact me. Thank you very much.